Good shit, Hypergrip. I don't give a fuck about your vent shenanigans. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Well, yeah, not gonna change anything. Legitimately, just do what I did last. Nothing changes. Thankfully, didn't do much with this one.
I've got this. I've got this. I can do this.
You can't hide your fear.
No. I don't know if it's just me or not. It's probably just me.
Now's the time to help.
I wish the frozen debuff was on the right. I think that would have been something far more enjoyable to worry about or work on. But whatever.
Good timing.
Oh yeah, use my skill.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it. Don't keep me waiting.
Nature should not be disturbed.
Really, girl?
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
私に指図するな。
Okay.
Roar. Away.
Way better than the other two times. We're gonna showcasing like sometimes, not always like the worst thing in the world.
No need to worry. I got your back.
How do I want to go about this? I think I'm gonna go
What do you need, Doctor?
take remove,
What do you
remove.
need,
GG might be able to do a lot of damage here. Yeah, I'm gonna
What do you
take
need,
her out.
Doctor?
I'm gonna just use Enos and Franca here. Sorry, what I'm gonna do for the last. Just wait for everyone to get back.
Don't keep
Okay.
me waiting.
Okay, so I might not do Hodier, or I might have Hodier, but I might not do anything specific. Like, I might just put him down, then I might just put Franca down afterwards. Not Franca, but Liskarn down. Probably what I'm gonna do. We are going to put you right here.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay, thank you.
Good timing.
Put you right there. We want him to be essentially the center of focus, and then we'll probably put, like, Surtur right in front just to troll him.
Stay calm. I'll pin you to your shadow.
Better watch your step. Don't keep me waiting.
I'm so tired of the distance. There! Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. I've got your back.
I wish you would target, like, the one person I needed to target me. But whatever.
Don't worry about her glowing madness. Please.
Sense deprived by Ember.
Yeah. Sandwich the boy! Sandwich him! Show him who's balanced!
I'm so tense. Stay calm and pin you to your shadow. I'm so tense. Get away from me, please!
Oh, he's dead.
言われなくても分かってる。
Seize the moment.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. I didn't realize that we could just do even better. Yeah, you know, sometimes that just happens. When you get so angry, you just delete the boss from existence. Yeah, that's just how it is right now for me with life. I don't care anymore about balance. If he dies quick, he dies quick. Also...
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
There we go.
Don't keep me waiting.
Way better position with Typhon 2 does help there, but... we might as well just use our skill.
Sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue. Mission accomplished.
Well, here's the first one.
We are one step closer to the truth of this land, Professor.
Really the same, like, structure. I don't know if I want to keep Execute. Then again, we're not really using Executor that way. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I think the main thing is that we just need to reuse, what's her face for Pompeii, because Pompeii might actually, in some scenarios, I feel like Pompeii may actually be the worst to deal with, just because of the fire damage over time.
No one will find it.
We're counting on you again.
Dun, 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 dun.
Prayers are unnecessary.
Oh, I should have done inside the first, but whatever.
I'm just here for a few questions.
Question then, do I want to make her down or right? Gonna be there, but we can get... Yeah, go down.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
I think we should bring out, Chen first, and then go from there. Get her SP going, because she takes a bit.
You can't hide your fear.
Good timing.
我看到敌人。
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Standing by. Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. Punitive shadow.
Well, we are seeming to do less damage here, but I think that's because of the Steam Guard effect, the rule effect, whatever it's called.
Standing by.
Don't worry about slowing Magma. Please, slow your steps.
We're gonna keep her there for phase 2 as well. Especially with the, riding dudes. The running dudes, not riding dudes.
Finally. Am I up?
Yeah, I'll keep them there.
Standing by.
I'm listening. Don't keep me waiting.
If I go flee, it's no use.
Or that's fine.
What do you need, Doctor?
That's sort of fine, sort of not fine. Oh, finally got through one of the shields.
Spring breeze.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
So that's our target. Standing by.
I know
Good
what
shit.
to do. Don't order me around.
Good shit. Don't like you attacking from that range.
I have to get serious now.
But I guess I could do this now.
Don't worry about me, Professor. Now's the time to help everyone out. This time,
Oh, you dick!
slowing Magma.
Oh,
Please,
fuck you.
slow your steps.
That actually kind of screws over everything, kinda. Because I didn't expect them to actually reach from that distance. I'm actually kind of genuinely being surprised here.
Understood. Annihilation is the most common result. Your request is reasonable.
Bullets may be fast, but they aren't always so quick to solve disputes.
Good timing.
Oh, time to get her back out. Not the worst thing in the world, but
Stay calm and what do you know, Doctor?
the fact I don't have actually skill usage because if we had to use it early on is yikes. Also, I think I just screwed myself over with placement. Just realizing that now.
这里交给我。 我看到敌人了，时间有限。I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's gonna die, yep. I know that was gonna happen. This is kind of like what I assumed the obvious thing that was gonna happen. See? I needed to take him out as quickly as I can, or I don't remember. I was very generous. But yeah, I knew that. Yeah, this is why it's like I wanted to get it out as quickly as I can, but I knew I was not going to be able to take it out as quickly as I can. The worst this was going to get. And yeah, it's going to get really bad real quick. And the fact that she died there because my skill wasn't up is just what I knew was gonna happen. But thankfully we don't have to worry about over here. So that's a good thing.
If you're really flesh and bone, there are weeds, mounds and ruins, bloom fields.
Thank you. Yeah, now he's starting to reach her. Not the best thing in the world. I need you to stop, girl. Boy, hit. Nail. Yep, there goes our reliable not dying plan. All thanks to GG existence.
Prayers are unnecessary.
Standing by.
Yeah, we have plenty of time, but like, just look how much we're dying here.
I wasn't supposed
I need to take you out.
but... Don't worry about me, Professor. I've killed a lot more but not
Oh my god! Oh, this is why I'm saying Pompeii is legitimately like the scariest enemy to face.
I wish everyone could just calm down before I raise my gun to settle things.
Standing by.
Stay calm and punitive shadow.
If you insist on being so stubborn, then prepare for execution.
Finally, am I up?
All right. Mission, I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
Spring breeze, timely rain.
And she's still great. Thanks, Gabe.
Today, little apple.
Better watch your step.
So that's our target? Finally. Am I up?
Don't keep me waiting.
Prayers are unnecessary.
I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easy.
Finally. Am I up?
Yeah, I realize that he's just kind of one-shotting, so, like, I actually legitimately need to focus on, like, going into a defensive position.
Equinox paints russet hue.
I can't just be like, oh, ho, 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 I can do everything I want. No.
Better watch your step.
Your request is annihilation is the most common result.
Good timing.
Understood.
Okay.
Really big.
If I don't see it, no use! Nature should not be disturbed. Standing
Good
by.
shit. That one's a very yikes, but we're able to get through it, even if the game decides to hit us hard.
Let's not stay too long.
But why? Oh my god, I didn't even realize he was almost done. Jeez. The biggest issue there was just positioning and timing. If I didn't have to, like, I say that, but then it's like, I think he would have destroyed me anyway. So, honestly, us kind of getting destroyed by Pompeii there kind of allowed us to refortify a structure into a better position, so we don't actually have to worry about, like, getting absolutely destroyed by Raki. Don't think any of the bonuses could have helped with the damage output, but, like, goddamn, things are hitting, I feel like, a little too hard. But then again, I think they really wanted to use the Mist, which is just, like, the timeout hyperglyph. Like, you can't easily just put the Mist wherever you want, so it's kind of like a mix bag, especially with how the Mist mechanic works anyway. Anyway, I don't think.
No casualties.
Well,
no
we'll
commotion.
see
All good.
when it comes to the next trials, but I don't think I'm gonna keep with the attack speed boost per wave, because I don't see it being that useful later on. But I think I might leave a decent amount of the 4th trial for tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how long if I have any issues with TN-3 here. I could probably finish it all today, but we'll see. We'll see.
I can only hope this
I do want to
mission
end the
won't prove
stream
to be a
off a
waste of time.
little early today, but that's just my hope.
I will sink your
Nothing
corpse into
more.
shadow. No one will find it.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Alright, yeah, I think I brought a flag bearer, so that's going to be something a little different to take note
Fine
of.
choice.
Order acknowledged. War never changes.
I will sink
your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Good timing.
Yeah, I could probably
I
take her
know
out.
what to do. Don't order me around.
Put you down.
I'll do my best.
You disrupted. Do not disrupt my thought.
Get out of my home. Exploring. Standing by.
I should be able to just straight up kill.
You disrupted my train of thought.
I will sink your corpse into shadow.
Good shit.
No one will find it.
Engaging. Finally. Am I up?
Right.
Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. I've got your back. Is that all you got?
I'm so stay back!
I'm listening.
Standing by.
Don't keep me waiting.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Is that all you got?
I wasn't expecting too much from Brigadier, man. He's
Picked out your
not
favorite.
really much to noteworthy, unfortunately.
Don't keep me waiting.
Okay. Time for phase 2.
こっそりどこかに行っちゃうかもね。
Good timing.
Let's put
I
an
probably
end to
should
this.
focus on trying to kill as many of those guys on the right to not worry about getting, try not to get Oblana's shield. That's something I should focus on more.
3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。さあ Can I really?
Oh right, yeah, I should do this because they have priority targeting.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
We can start doing this now. We'll leave these two if I need to use it against Mandragora, but the likelihood I need to use it for Mandragora is extremely low, to put it lightly. Like, we should be able to do enough DPS. I'm a little afraid of the slowdown shenanigans, but I think if we space our attacks here and skill usages, we should be fine.
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
Just gotta remember to actually use GG more.
Don't doubt your own
I'm
judgment.
gonna do this.
Eyes blinded by hatred.
Can I really? 大当たりを引くのは誰か。Ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase. Then nourish.
Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
Don't keep me waiting.
Use my skill.
That's our target. Finally.
Not skill, but her. Yeah. I noticed that I needed to use too as well.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好き。
Nature should
Okay, we use our skill. Not use skill. I keep forgetting that's not a skill. It's a skill. Just deploy. But there we go. Just had to be a little bit more careful, but not like the worst thing in the world.
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
Okay. I guess I could use that against Mablana.
チャンスをあげる。
We can take him out. It doesn't matter if we take him out when it's Jujutsu because we generally have enough time for the next
我知呢度ね。
set phase or next fights, but it is what it is.
行くのは誰かしらね。
Can I free?
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
Doom, doom, doom.
Picked out your bait yet?
So that's our target? Standing by.
Don't keep me waiting.
3つ数える間に投稿のチャンスをあげる。
I wish you'd put a bomb right there, but whatever. Thank you! Thank you! And then... let me do this.
Finally.
Alright.
Am I up?
He's gonna try to go all the way through.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
You disrupt, do not disrupt my thought process.
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
So that's our target? Standing by.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
Can I free?
誰もサプライズ付きだから
I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
I'm listening.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
If you're really incapable of settling this,
Engaging. Standing by.
You disrupt what a ruckus.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
So that's our target? Standing by.
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
Picked out your bait yet?
I wasn't supposed to act, but...
This time, you say,
Yeah, saw that coming.
please, slow your steps.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
Don't keep me waiting.
Engaging. Standing by.
You disrupt what a ruckus.
誰もサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
He's a scale.
So that's our target? Standing by.
3つ数える間に投稿のチャンス。
I'm listening.
Engaging. Standing by.
Don't doubt your own judgment. Yes,
Get out of my home!
don't doubt.
大当たりを引くのは
Sense to pride by Emperor.
your really branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
どれもサプライズ付きだから好きに選んでね。
So that's our target?
大当たりを引くのは誰かしらね。
I'm listening.
Yes. That is justice.
Good shit! We got a face type that! It was hard to even tell what the hell was going on.
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
There is no one.
That one is interesting, but I don't know if it's really gonna find use.
Time speeds past us.
I would like to do the third, but I don't think Ya has a debuff. I don't think the Dragon has a debuff. I think Free might, but like that's the only of the three. So it's like it's really hard for me to think of trying to go with Nowhere to 1 for Trial 4. Okay. I'm really curious to see how insane it gets. The only issue is like the first battle. It's like, yeah, we have like Executor as like a good start, NSS support / DP. GG's just nice overall. Really hard to say, honestly, because each character kind of has a use in this. Aside from Lyn. I mean, granted, Lyn is kind of like an extra damage. It's like a user kind of for the second phase, but I don't know. This is kind of the issue with having limited operators. Like, if I had a free squad, I would probably go with that. We'll try it out. If we have issues from the first boss, then we'll probably change operators around. Because it's interesting because usually
Firearm.
what makes this boss like the way that it
Nothing
is
can mask the scent of
is that you're allowed to put ranged operators on the floor, like ground tiles. And that's kind of like the
Are unnecessary.
bonus that you get when it comes to dealing with this boss.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Understood.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me handle it.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
If I could flee, it's no use!
Bruh.
If you insist on being so stubborn, then prepare for execution. All right, Mish, I'll give you some time to cry out in pain while I adjust my weapon.
Dags att välja vårt byte.
臣，随时待命。时间有限。
God damn! Oh!
This time, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Finally, am I up?
What do you know? Pin to your shadow. I will save your corpse in the shadow. No one will find it.
All right. Admit I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
That all you got? Finally, am I up?
I wasn't. Sow the mountains when summer leaves a white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
That all you got? Standing by.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me handle it.
Okay, game. Get you.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair. Don't keep me waiting.
And then you're dead, bait. Insanity. Oh, here we go.
Let's put them 6 feet.
I shall ensure the integrity of the law.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little safe
Now's
here.
the time to help everyone out.
Because I could go hing, banging, ranging crazy, but... I had no idea what I just said there, but... the gist is I could probably put her further right, but I think that's just way too risky of a strat.
Dags att välja vårt byte.
Chill, everyone. I'm just here for a few questions. All right. I was really hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
Just a sec, everyone. Also, I think my chat's a little messed up here. There we go. That might fix it a little bit. Okay. Let's get back into it. Overall, like, this one's not bad. I actually enjoyed this one. This one isn't, like, insane. But there is some challenge to it. A lot, like, the worst boss was the first, like, in there. And that's, like, probably, like, the best thing.
I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance. I'm so tired. Get away from me, please!
Better watch your step.
Get out of my home!
Don't keep me waiting. Standing by.
Yeah, good shit, girl. Worst case scenario, we have to use shield, but like, I think we're fine.
Bullets may be fat. I was really hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
I'm so tense.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Can I really do it?
Don't keep me waiting.
冇需多講 shatter into pieces. I'm so
Your request is target confirmed.
I'll give you some time to cry out in pain while I adjust my weapon.
Oh, lovely. That's just annoying.
Standing by.
Okay, actually, this is bad.
Roar. I'm listening.
这里交给我。
If you're really branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruin. Cowards break the silence first.
Oh, you flippin' kidding me?
God.
No, I'm
Standing
actually
by.
genuinely like getting absolutely messed here.
Can I stay back?
Your request is
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me handle it.
Holy fuck! That, yeah, that is like a good showcase of like, yikes. Just, yikes.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
If you insist on being so stubborn, then prepare for execution.
Better watch your step. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
这里交给我。
Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun.
right. I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting.
Get away from me, please!
prayers are unnecessary.
Gonna be... Holy hell, yikes.
Bullets may be fat in our current situation.
Our bullets may be fat.
A complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
I'm mixed with Lynn, actually. Like, I don't actually, at this point, it's starting to feel like more or less like I actually need Lynn. And it's just like, more of like, I'm doing it just in case scenario more than anything else.
Can I really keep a distance? There!
我看到敌人了，我来火力压制。
All right. most efficient solution.
Don't keep me waiting.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Bullets may be fast. I'll give you some time to cry out.
Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
I'm so tense. Look at distance. There!
I will sink your corpse into shadows. No one will find it. 我看到敌人，哼！
All right.
Wait, I understand what just happened now. Okay, I made a huge mistake.
Standing by.
Because I used the skill, it put both of them over to the run side.
Can I really stay back?
I will flee, it's no use. Finally, am I
So he is forever stuck on the one side. Wait, did I definitely bugged the fuck out of the game? Because I think this is the weaker version right here. This is the true version. He's just staying put. So what is the game gonna do? Is he just gonna go all the way over to here? I don't know.
Better watch your step.
This is like really intriguing.
Finally, am I up?
You want to talk? Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Oh, this is one way to finish, almost finish off the effing.
I'm so tense.
Okay, I know that there's some interesting properties of that, but I wasn't expecting for both of them just to like stay in one like area. Like that's very
这里交给我。
off. Like for that to happen, because it's like you would think that they would just be over here and over here, not for the game to force it over here. And I don't think the game could do anything because it's supposed to be over here. Now, granted, after a certain while, it's supposed to switch, sure, but like in that scenario, what does the game do? What would the game do? That is just intriguing and interesting. Granted, I didn't want them to die, but like, yeah, big D-dig damage.
All you got?
But the
Standing
B-dig
by.
damage is not that
Stay
big.
calm. I'll kill you, shadow.
Mission accomplished.
So in that scenario, I guess I could probably try to take out Typhoon.
Each of my arrows slows the black that tints the sun.
And we'll go from there. Maybe we'll switch them out for something else that we could use as like a beginning first, but then use for something else. Okay. Well, overall, this one feels like the most easiest of the trials for navigators compared to some.
Firearm check.
I will sink your corpse into shadow.
But then again, with the operators we have available, it's mwah, amazing.
Prayers are unnecessary.
I could use S1, but the ability to do multiple is also pretty dang nice.
Understood. Target confirmed. Your request is reasonable. Your request is reasonable.
Your request is reasonable. Your request is reasonable.
好位置，
Doctor, stop it!
You can't hide your fear.
Engaging. Standing by.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Chill, everyone. I'm just here for a few questions.
どうすりゃいいん
All right. Mission.
どうすりゃ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
我看到敌人，我来火力压制。
Dags att välja vårt byte.
I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting.
Oh,
Makes the clean
close.
臣，随时待命。
Fight or flee, it's no use!
どうすりゃいいんだ
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain. Stay calm, and nature should not be disturbed.
Don't worry about Navigator. Life is thriving stone.
Exploring! Finally, am I up?
Bullets may be fast, but they aren't always so quick to solve disputes.
I know what to do. Don't order me around. 臣，随时待命。
If you're really, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Exploring! Finally, am I up?
我看到敌人了。
Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. I got your back.
Finally, am I up?
If you're really in this time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report.
Good shit.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
Prayers are unnecessary.
Relax, Volcano. We're just here to collect a few precious samples. Please don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Bullets may be fast. I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
"好位置。
Bullets may be fast. In our current situation, a complete sweep would be the most efficient.
我来火力压制。
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not
That's
stay
not
too
getting-
long.
I'm so
Cool.
tired. Get away from me, please.
We can make up for the missing data in the last report. This time, a flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Good timing.
Use skill.
Stay calm. Cowards break the silence first.
Better watch your step.
Bullets may be fat. I'll give you some time to cry out in pain while I adjust my weapon.
Can I get away from me? Please!
Stay calm and make your move. No need to. Ha! Finally. Am I up?
Don't keep me waiting.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sell.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だ。
I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
I wasn't supposed to ask, but if you're really clear skies for Qingming, rain clouds for Guyu.
Flurry! Standing by.
You can't hide your fear.
I'm so tense.
So that's our target. Standing by.
I know what to do. Don't order.
This time, ashes from volcanoes.
これが見えないだろ。
好位置。
If I don't flee, it's no use.
Oh my goodness. The damage output on Free is insane. He's a monster.
For Qingming, rain clouds for Guyu.
I'm gonna use her as bait.
どうすりゃいいんだ。
I don't flee, it's no use.
Picked out your bait yet?
Can I?
臣，随时待命。Don't keep me waiting.
If you're really incapable of settling this,
Oh my goodness. The damage output on that bitch is whew. Good job, good, I'm gonna say this. Good job, Hyperdrift, at least making a boss. I will give them that. That is some insanity. A lot better than the spectacle version in terms of attempt, but
All right. Mission. I was really
damage
hoping it
output,
wouldn't turn out like
nice. Okay. Question now is,
shall
do
ensure
we
the integrity of
troll
the
or
law.
do we focus on defense? Granted, I could probably just Oko with everything I got.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Just by focusing on putting people, like, ahead here. At this point, like, Ethan's gonna be in a weird situation, because yeah, I'm probably gonna use Ethan to bind.
Don't keep me waiting.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hao位置。
Oh,
我绝那
I
种
need to stop doing that.
Bullets may be fat. In our current situation, a A complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on keeping people alive. That is gonna be my goal. I might use the skill.
All right. Mission in our current situation. A complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
This time, we can make up for the miss. Can I really do it for the distance? I'll pin you to your shadow. This time, we can make up for the missing puzzle. Life-depriving stone.
Try to sink your corpse.
我来火力压制。
Don't keep me waiting.
Just skill.
Right situation. A complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
どうすりゃ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
Good shit. Not as much damage output as I would like.
Finally.
Oh, right, it's also the big guy.
In our current situation, a complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
Stay calm and make your move. No need to run. I'm sorry. Get distance. There! What do you need of me?
You can't hide your fear. If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me handle it. Don't keep me waiting.
All right. Mission. I was really hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
Okay. I gotta remember that that's not gonna be our best solution if I keep doing that.
时间有限。
If you're really incapable of settling, I wasn't. Sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Standing by.
Is he gonna teleport the other one?
I'll give you some time to cry out in pain while I adjust my...
Nature should not be. Get away from me, please!
I'm listening. Don't keep me waiting.
Don't worry about ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase, then nourish and propagate.
That's fine. We can just use Ethan.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Okay. That's just way too funny, game.
If I will flee, it's no use.
All right.
我看到敌人了。
Kendo Dian.
Picked out your bait yet?
Oh, yeah.
Get away from me, please!
Don't
Okay.
keep me waiting.
Yeah, I love this map is just glitchy and stupid. It's not bad fun. It's kind of stupid fun because you have the fact that you could just glitch the boss and
Seeds
just
are
not move
now
at
in
all.
the field.
You could have situations where
Another
you saw
season
there,
full
like,
of
the enemies can't figure out the path and they don't know what the hell to do, so they just go and then they finally find a way through, and it's just... This is more hilarious than anything else. Even without you can find some shenanigans, and I gotta say, this DNF, Trials for Navigator here, I keep saying TNF and TFN. Anyway. So it's like, here's the thing. Even though I feel like Trial of Navigator 2 is, like, really difficult, I think they did a really good job with the Steam usage. I know something too, it's like those, Wraith, Catastrophe version enemies. They gain their, ammo guard skill usage, whatever you like to call it. Energy usage, I guess would technically be what happens in lore-wise. Well, not lore-wise, but, like, mechanic-wise, they talk about it as. With that, they're able to, with a Steam, get energy, which is, I think, an interesting way to go about it. So that they have some involvement. You have to be mindful of that. What else? They do kind of make you want to. I think, like, Trials of Navigator 2 does, has the enemies that hit the hardest, it seems like. I mean, technically there's 3 for 4 here that I feel like is probably hits the hardest boss-wise. But that I think comes down to the shield, and the shield easily gets destroyed with Typhon. So it's like, don't think we have to worry too much about that. What else? First one is interesting. They pretty much go around the idea of the mechanics of the enemy passing through your operators if you try to block them. And have some mechanics to do that. But overall, that one's actually kind of difficult for like a first time. Because there's no like in-between way to easily get through. You have to have some way to like, you have to block Dickenbutcher or the Black Knight, to go about it. Pronouncing for that version, I guess it would technically be Black Knight, but whatever. In that scenario, you would have to, for sure, block and outrange in some way, shape, or form. But the second phase with Fudge Boy, it's the same case as like I have an issue with when it came to like the first stage of Clive. But what's interesting though is I think it's actually better. It's actually better because there's a lot more time for the boss to get hit because he circles around. Even though he's more likely to be a nuisance and eventually get in range to do his attack more often, he's more in range and more likely to get hit more often from the vents. And this is something I had issue with when it came to the first week, the normal stage of the boss for him. I feel like he was way too difficult. Even for like, 4 stars and 5 stars for playing for so long, he was an extremely difficult boss on the first week. And I think it was way too overtuned of a boss. That the only solution is just to outrange. Unless you use this one specific operator with vent timing. It's just like... it's stupid. It is a poorly thought out boss when it came to like damage-wise in first week. I think it was like, by far, woke me up to like the difficulty of bosses now, and that some of them are just way too difficult for their own good for a first week. Like, they could have definitely made it like a lot better for the player by changing the mechanics, the way the map's layout, the damage output. But they thought it was enough. I don't know if it's because of the CM player base or whatever may be the case. I think they needed more time working on the first week. The second week is funny because I think second week is probably by far the best map layout that works with this mechanic. Even with Trials of Navigator here, with the Trial 1, I think EX of the boss stage for Cliff did way better still. And I think it's because of the layout and how it's just, it works with the boss and it makes sense being there instead of just not much in the boss's range a lot of the time and then just get frustrated because you can't do much aside from eventually having to just outrange the boss and kill it slowly. Or use some shenanigan with not dying. Which of course you can make the argument Surtur, but you know, niche of course on the 5-star only, not using Surtur. It's gonna be, honestly, it's pretty damn stupid. Oh man. Thankfully I decided to do, you know, 6 stars. I mean, you can watch it on YouTube of the clears. I'm still not a big fan of Cliff. It is like the mechanic and the way they went about him. Using 6 stars and the way that map's layout, especially with new operators like Navigator, he's easy as fuck now. But that's also using 6 stars and using some 6 stars like Navigator that can literally face tank pretty much 99% of the game, aside from the few that can one-shot. And those few that can one-shot, obviously the one-shot, so it's not worth trying to use Navigator against them. I'm looking at, why can't I even remember the name now? What the hell? Ursurus Blade. I know I couldn't remember that. Frost Nova. Well, I mean, there's the one, like, instant lose stuff, but that's not one-shotting. I think that's really it. I can't think of anything that could just one-shot. You might have tiles that do damage or tiles that can't block, but generally speaking, that's after the operator dies, not an instant kill for the operator. I'm thinking like Manticore here, as an example. Or, technically there's also Playwright as an example too with that, but that's not what I'm talking about. So it's like, I only need those 2 bosses that one-shot, which is kind of interesting to think about, by the way. They have not yet, at this point in time that I know of, I don't look into the future, by the way, in terms of how the bosses are. I think those are the only 2 that I'm aware that one-shot operators. Anyway, but yeah. Cliff. I hate the boss mechanic. I hate the way he's designed. And not just about as like his design, but his like mechanics and how he works with the maps and the map mechanics that there are. Poorly designed, in my opinion. Or at least poorly designed first week. Regardless, is that Trials of Navigator 2 is interesting, so I'm gonna kind of go in line here. The second Trials for Navigator, it's interesting because it's like they focus so hard on the Steam, and that's something that even though I was annoyed about, and the boss was really hitting hard, I can talk about it now. I can actually appreciate it because it's like it forces you to use the steam, the white steam gas, and to plan ahead with that. That's why it's like they give you like it's that people call isekai person, Kirito-san, generic anime character. Am I saying it right? right now, but I think it's interesting that they gave that to you, give him to you, and it's like, in this situation, like that's my thought process. That it works. It works, especially because those two sets of tiles are there for the entire battle. So most likely, if you do that, especially later on in the first battle, you'll be able to put right steam on that lane, allowing you to use that lane later on to essentially tank whatever comes up, or boss like the Rat King being able to attack from range. So in that scenario, it's like it's pretty dang good. Way they use the steam. Now, I cannot say the same for the others, in my opinion. I feel like, I don't know if they're using 6 stars in mind when building these sets of trials, but I can't really say the same folding. I mean, the thing I like about the third trial, so going to the third trial here, is when it comes to, like, the second battle, you can essentially use those as a sense, a way to influence the boss and the enemy's movement. And I think depending upon what kind of way you want to go about it, do you want to go like face tank, head deep, getting into danger at the safest point? Do you want to go deal with in the fire? Do you want to go or deal with the fire later on, but have to deal with the bog? Or give time. Technically, I think what you're meant to do is you're probably supposed to allow to go all the way over. So I'm gonna use the mouse here. Just imagine this is the third trial. So let's just say here. So here's like the 3 entrances, and then of course you could go down through here, down through here. The last option through here. I think you're meant to go here, because I noticed that there's an enemy that spawns here that goes this way, and then I think what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to go here. If it's blocked, you will just go up. Like, you kind of know ahead of time, but be stupid enough to go that far anyway, and just go like here, as something I did notice during that Trials 3. It goes about to like here, and then goes like up through here. And I think, that's probably what you're meant to do. It's like the best resort because that gives you the most time. But because I have a built account, I have a lot of operators at my disposal, I can face tank, and I think face tanking is a viable option. It comes down to how much DPS you can do. Because if you don't, then you can easily get overrun, and then you probably end up in a situation where you operate at a 9 really fast because you're putting them together, so you have to be smart the way you place. Overall, I like the middle part of the map as it allows you later on an option of way to handle the last map with Blana and her enemies. But aside from that, like, I can't really say much else. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with another Mandragora Ultimate. I mean, I liked it, but at the same time, it's kind of nice without having to have a bulky direct Mandragora. Or maybe we're so strong at this point that it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so yeah. On us, that 30% damage did kind of show up really well with NS as an option now. Anyway. Now let's talk about Trial 4 here. Trial 4 is interesting because the bosses are thematic more so than overall difficulty, I would say. Because, like, for instance, the first boss, certain operators just destroy him. The only issue is that if you let him do his thing, it's gonna make it a harder time for you to deal with the second set of the map, because then you just lose access to block that blue box. So I wish I could showcase it. I can't move it, but you would have to then block closer to the red box over here. So it's like a pro and con. You can deal with the dragon easier. You might not have a ground ops, and just use range only, which can be, if you're good enough, you can probably handle with that. But you have a lot less room to deal with stuff in the second boss fight. And aside from that, yeah, I think that was kind of interesting. Free isn't going to be a scenario that does a lot of damage, but then again, at this point, ultimate, last trial, I expect them to hit hard. It's ironic that Free is the only one that I feel like it's actual threat, which kind of brings PTSD from like the first time, kind of like around that time the event came out, and then like I think I was starting to do like about 6 months earlier with the 2-star, 4-stars, and 5-star only niche, trying to deal with that and trying to use the mechanics of your own and trying to deal with Free, and it was just so, it was difficult. It was difficult doing that. And it did kind of bring back a little bit of PTSD for me in terms of difficulty. It was essentially like if I was doing the 4-star, 5-star niche, that's the difficulty I would feel when doing it on Ultimate. But then again, it wasn't that difficult because I never actually lost. None of these I actually lost. There's one time, of course, I left, but that's not really losing. I don't think I actually lost. So that takes into consideration the operators we have, knowledge gain, that second closure gift being really good, probably way better, probably the best. Like, this is actually not bad, by the way. This could work really well in the fast redeploy-esque niche team. They could probably do a fast redeploy for all of them. So I was a bit harsher on this one, but it's better than the others. And that's the case. But I think the SP1 is still better, because you're allowed to use your skills more often, which means you can be able to kill the boss easier. You might be able to fast redeploy quicker, but the back and forth. Granted, we're doing it on the 4th trial. I wanted to do Ultimate, but I didn't know if Ultimate would give me that mission or not. But yeah, aside from that, as you can kind of tell, yeah, it's not hard at all. Like, after you understand the mechanic, like, there is, like, options. Like, the first phase is just, like, you can solve best if you want, but with 6 stars, that's not necessarily have, like, options to, like, bind. I mean, Ethan, Innis as a good options to bind, continuous bind. There's ways to do damage. It's just, you know, it depends type deal. Overall, interesting that it's the ultimate. And I feel like, yeah, again, as I said, Free is the most difficult without a doubt. But after you deal with him for the first time, honestly, this is not a difficult trial. This, of course, I am using as success as I want, but even that is with the case of that, I think it's pretty straightforward what they kind of want you to do. Now, I feel like this could have been way worse, by the way, but that is not the case. This is not like CC difficulty. This is not integrated strategies, 12 plus difficulty. And I like that. And I think overall, I would give this a 8 or 9 out of 10, maybe 8.5 out of 10 in terms of fun and how much I enjoyed this trial for Navigator. It didn't feel like it was just overall overpowering or just insane. Granted, Ultimate with Free there was insane, but that's Free and the damage output Free was doing. While I look back in like one of the past trials trying to deal with Theme Night, and I think back to that and I'm like, God damn, insanity. Now that I probably would way more insane, even though that was not even the ultimate. Now I can't even remember the ultimate for that though, unless that was the Emperor's Blade, Enderyen, and Tallulah. I can't remember now. Maybe it was that one. No, maybe not. Yeah, I would say probably the most difficult would probably safely be Trials of Navigator 2, followed by Trials 4. No, I didn't say Trials of Navigator. I'm gonna say Trial. My bad. Trial 2 is the most difficult, then 4, then 3, and 2 maybe tied. Because of how insane Cliff is, and you have to deal with outranging him. Even if there's more battles, like, I feel like the first one's kind of free. Like, to be real here, for the third trial, so it's like, he's not even a boss! So, yeah. I think first trial and third trial is tied in terms of difficulty. Anyway. Are you guys enjoying this, like, infinite stall, yeah? Yeah, it's funny how Shu can break this game, though. Like, I mean... The fact that you can essentially use her in between the animation before Sokka gets into his actual second phase, and it's like, because you got it, even though it was transitioning into the second phase and then turning to the flying, it still considers not flying until that point when she comes flying. So she just all the way back. It's just like, how did Hypergriff somehow not expect this? Anyway, it's time to finish this.
All those I have yet to abandon.
I could allow him to kill herself, but that's not what we're gonna do here. I guess I could turn the entire field green.
I wasn't supposed to act, but branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom.
Face the tide.
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
Seeds are now in the field.